Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey!
Hey. All right, guys. So, welcome to Twisted Perceptions. So we haven't done this yet just because I've been trying to hold out for patrons, but I think it might be helpful just to kind of get some ideas. So for now, we're going to, for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, while people are one, trickling in, but two, like just for people who are in the chat and stuff like that, we're going to have a short little talk back. I'm sure some of you probably haven't really gotten to hear our thoughts on the game, on how things run, how things go, and all that good stuff. Thanks for joining us, Connor. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go around, and this time we can say our actual names, and then go from there. So I'm Saquon. I'm the dungeon master. I do all things dungeony, and I make my players hate me, and But hey, we're here, and
We haven't gotten to that point
we're
yet.
having a good time. So yeah, I'm Saquon, and I'm the dungeon master.
All right. I guess I'll go next. Screw it. David. Uh, Simply put, I am the tech guy. I'm the one to actually find the cool things, as well as the one to actually like kind of put all this layout together with a couple of help. But yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about roles too when we get there.
Mhm.
Sean, you want to go next?
You're muted.
You're muted, like always.
Hi, I'm Sean. I was muted. I'm not now. And I'm just a player. I am working on trying to get music going, maybe by next session, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's me. Hi, guys.
Jack,
Next.
do you want to go or do you want me? Cool. I'm Riley. I play Ramanor. I do absolutely nothing to help any of these people,
At least he's honest. At least
except for
he's
show up
honest.
every week. No, I'm just kidding. I try my best to help everyone as much as I can. I help David a little bit with some of the layout, but yeah, that's about it. That's me.
Let me unmute myself before I do things.
And turn off your music, yeah.
My music has been gone. I know. I had to give y'all a show, like a pre-show before. We need some background music. But anyway, hello. I'm Shaq. I'm the token girl of the group. Ha.
You are very far from the token anything, but besides the point.
You're
Excuse
the only
you.
woman.
I am the token straight friend of my best friends. So you can just. But anyway.
Okay, I'm the token black guy of most of my friend groups.
Anyway, see, I can't even get like 5 words out before these guys got to run me over. Shaq, I do a bit of the social media along with Saquon. And I'm here to vibe with my angsty little half-elf fighter.
Yeah, so along with roles, we got David. He's taking care of a lot of our IT stuff. I step in and do my best to help out with IT stuff whenever need be. That's both mine and David's career path is IT work.
Mhm.
So we work out on that together. Yeah, Sean's gonna hopefully be working out music for our campaign to get things that are like license free, so we can use it and not have to run into any of that BS. As well as if we start pulling in money and people start requesting things like merch, Sean's probably going to help out with that too. And then we got Riley there. Riley is Riley. No, I'm joking. Honestly, Riley is kind of what keeps the morale going. He keeps us happy. I'll be 100% there.
Yeah.
And then we got Shaq, who is a social media guru. I suck at social media, so I'm so happy that she agreed to do it. So for everyone there, if you have questions, we're gonna just talk about our campaign while we're doing it. But if you have questions, throw them into the chat, and we'll answer questions. If you want to ask me a question, just put Dungeon Master semicolon and then ask a question, or you can just ask a player or something like that, and then we'll go from there. And I'll answer questions for about 5 or 10 minutes before we start the game.
That says Saquon now has to start talking in stereotypical black phrases because he is now the token black guy.
I don't think you want that. That's racist. No. So yeah. So guys, give me what are you guys thinking about our campaign? I know you guys said you've enjoyed it so far, but like, what are some thoughts you guys have about the campaign and how it's going for you right now? I know as the dungeon master, I think my games are terrible, but that's just every dungeon master. So I don't need your compliments or help, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Watch them all say it's terrible.
Listen, be honest, I would not pass it by two of those people inside of there now. Million said that he loves you.
I love you too, Mel.
You see,
Yes,
there's one.
Our mod is
don't-
saying it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super bad, stinky.
Can you smell me through
Thank
the
you,
camera?
Raxus. Thanks so
I was
much.
wondering what that smell was.
Yeah. Here's the one thing that I've been thinking about for our campaign. One thing I've noticed is that this team here is very good at thinking outside of the box. What is it like for you guys as players to like not metagame, but still like make really fun decisions? Because I don't think I've noticed any of you guys doing any like metagaming. So
Okay.
what do you think it is to
Try
look
not to.
like for your character to like make decisions as your characters that are still smart and outside of the box?
If I may, last week how we ended that episode,
Good. Good.
that alone is enough to cover this conversation.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys brought back someone from the dead, like from the last episode. And what was going through your head as Connor? What was going through your head?
I'll tell you right now, Connor's thinking was if anybody were to go back to the second episode when Connor actually has his little commune ritual with Emran, or he actually acts like, oh, is this guy supposed to, like, are we supposed to kill him? Like, the answer he got was pretty much like, not really, can't tell you, don't know type of deal. If a god can't answer the question, he has to find it out on his own. He sees that body. He sees mask on the ground. Connor's thinking is, oh, I'm gonna bring this guy back and figure out what the hell's going on.
I can dig it.
But also he did it with a way that he's weakened, and at least we have a semi-possible fighting chance of the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That makes sense. What about Az? How's Az feeling through this whole thing?
I resent that question greatly.
Both in the bed.
As I was telling the group earlier, before we went live, Az is in great turmoil because so if any of you haven't been watching with us, Az is the only one who knows
anything.
what was going on originally because of how this campaign started and had to gather the group and essentially just had 10 years of her life wiped off the map and had to restart. I was like, yes, I create this character. I'm going to create a somewhat angsty fighter, rogue person. And I'm like, but she's going to make friends and she's going to grow as a person. And at every turn, Saquon has simply added turmoil and more angst and more fuel for the angst. So now she's sitting here like, yes, I'm angry all the time now, and it seems like the last 10 years that I spent that technically don't exist anymore were all for nothing, and I was doing the wrong thing. So I kind of want to just go sit in the hole and die.
What is right and what is wrong, though? You know? Like,
Apparently we spent 10 years murdering a council that could have been doing the right thing, and we were just murdering them?
what's right and what's wrong? Az.
You're talking to the true neutral fighter rogue here. Right and wrong is very blurry, but that just feels wrong.
Maybe. Well, I'm not catching any questions, so unless you guys got something to do, we can jump right on in. Something to say? All right,
By all
cool.
means.
Sounds good. All right, guys. So, you guys, let's set the scene again. You guys are behind the Coliseum, right? And you find yourselves at some very tall, standing, almost stone doors. I think it's Connor. Connor peers into the room, walking into, and he sees a man hanging, swinging in the air, freshly dead. Underneath him is a mask with the Roman numeral 5 on it. 5, 8,
No,
8,
it was
8,
8.
8, 8, 8,
8 with
8.
Connor.
I'm the dungeon master. I take the notes. 8 with the number 8 on it, and Connor.
He's taking notes.
Connor then Jesus himself up into the air, and he flies over to whom looks like the portrait of the Game Master. Cuts him down, calls his team in, and casts Raise Dead. You have Ramanar. You're the one standing over the Game Master currently, and then Az has the Sun Sword pointed at the Game Master, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Az
Cool.
did actually have.
Az currently has the end of her sunblade pointed at his throat.
All right. He wakes up and with a gasp, he says, "I know it wasn't you." And that's where we are. What are we doing?
I wish it had been me.
Who didn't what now?
Who did it?
I think it was number 5.
That
Oh,
kind of
no.
makes sense.
Shit.
Can you tell us why they think you're going rogue from the group?
I've been the most secretive one. None of them have any idea who I am. And that's the essence of the council. We don't know who we are. We just know we keep the world in check.
Secretive. If you're keeping yourself hidden, how are you protecting the world?
He looks you, and he looks as almost as if he's peering through you. And he says, "Those who don't know what to fear have nothing to fear." Correct?
He has a point.
Fine. So why would 5 kill you?
I don't know. I'm really tired. And he like starts to doze off almost.
Yeah.
Az
No.
pulls up her sword, reaches down and grabs him by the collar, and just kind of holds him here.
Okay. He kind of like jolts up again. He's like, "Okay. I have no idea. I don't know who number 5 is. He wore a mask and from what it looks like was not wearing his normal armor. So I don't know who he is, what he looks like, or what he's doing, or where he is now." Connor, you hear an indescribable distance away from you what sounds like creaking metal. Yeah.
Direction?
Behind you, outside.
Yeah, Connor's gonna be like, "There's something here," and he's gonna bolt. Well, fly, because still flying.
He's gonna direct the others to go, and will quickly reach down into her bag, pull out rope, tie his arms, then tie him around the waist, attach him to her, and then just start going.
Question:
Um,
Do the doors open outward or inward?
They open differently. So if you have the doors like this, one door is faced like that. That's how you guys got in. The other door opens like this. So they would open like
Fun.
that.
So almost impossible to bar.
No, it's not totally true. It's still possible to
Yeah.
bar them.
Ramanor will close the door that they came in.
Ramanor, I actually did something particularly for you in this situation. A 29 does hit, correct?
Yes.
Ramanor, you take an arrow to the chest as you walk up to the door, and you take. Actually, there's another one that goes into that. 6 6 plus 4 plus 2. You take 12 piercing damage.
Ow.
You guys
Wonderful
see
practice session.
as a blue arrow just digs deep into Ramanor's shoulder as he's trying to close the door, and it jolts him back just about 5 feet as well from the door.
Oh, that's not good.
Connor, what does Connor see outside?
You look outside and you see nothing but the mountain range.
Seeing the arrow attack, Ven will step back, cast Arm of Agathis at 3rd level on herself.
Okay.
Has number 8 by the collar so he's got his hands tied and his hands are attached to her waist by the rope. She's got him by the collar. If any of them get anywhere near dying, you're dying again. And this time I'm making sure this one doesn't bring you back. And then just lets him go as she pulls out her shield and her sword.
Ramanor, another arrow peers past your face and digs into the wall. This time, it's a little thicker. You can see that it's holding something.
Is it coming through the open door, is it like...
It is coming through the open door, yes.
Okay.
Um,
Can he get behind the door?
you can get behind the door? Yeah, sure.
He's gonna do that.
Okay, cool. And as you close the door, you hear a thunk on the door.
Okay. Amonor will look to the arrow that was supposedly had a message on it or something. Somebody get that. See what it says.
Ven
As
will
will go for Ven.
Oh, yeah. I figured you were busy, so she's going to grab the arrow.
Okay. Who speaks Thieves' Cant? Okay. It's written in Thieves' Cant.
This might be something you can read.
Takes it. Opens it to read it.
All it says is you have no idea what you will find. And that's what it says in Thieves' Cant.
Just looks at it, looks at the others. And more to herself than to them is just like, yes. So everything that's happened since I got launched back in time. And so she shows it and tells them, says it's all lies. Now, what is all lies? Don't know. Don't care.
Can Ben look around and see if there's another way out besides those doors?
There is no other way out. You can look around and see everything is just solid stone. You have to go through that door to get out.
Okay.
Ramanor and Connor, you're the two that are in front of the door right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, Connor, you also hear a thunk right into the stone doors. And then as time passes, you hear no more shots.
Run,
Is there another way out of here?
Nope.
No.
Shield, like, kind of try and shrink behind it, so he's got cover, and then
Sure.
push the door open.
Okay. Ramanor, as you push the door open, you see that on the door, the arrows, even though you know you're a good 2-3 feet taller than Connor, one arrow was hit dead center where your head would be, and the other arrow was hit dead center where Connor's head would be on the stone if you were standing in front of it. Almost as if he could see you still.
Oh. Okay.
As you open the door, Connor, I would say your passive perception would give you this, but it doesn't. You got to roll for it if you want to try and find out where this person is shooting from.
Okay.
Ramanor roll?
Sure, Ramanor can roll too.
25.
25, okay.
Oh, I gotta go to the actual roll journal. My bad. Oh, I should probably change my character before I do that.
Probably a good idea.
I had to do it too.
Connor,
And we all did.
Connor, with
So
a
15.
15. Okay, Connor, you 15. You have no clue. With a 25, you know that this arrow came from somewhere way farther than an arrow should be able to come from. That's all you're able to tell.
Okay. Connor's gonna look to everybody, and he's going to. You're probably gonna hate me for this one, but I'm going to go invisible, and I'm going to see if there's anything I can grab, any way to give you guys cover.
I guess Cloud of Darkness.
Yes, I would agree with that, except that we were blocked by stone and this door. And there's 2 arrows that are directly in place where Romanor and my head should be. I
Means
don't
they
think
can
that's
see
gonna
through
work.
it. Right. I can try to blow through a wall.
Then, do you have any illusions?
I was just looking at that. I can cast Minor Illusion. Make a sound or an image.
How small?
The game master speaks up and he says, "I don't think he's out there anymore."
Number 8.
Or whoever it is that was shooting those arrows at you guys.
No, you said the game master speaks up, but we have number 8.
Yeah, he's the game master.
Master is
He's the
number
I
game
8.
just didn't know. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
No larger
Have you
than
not-
12 cube.
Well, we kind of knew from the note prior that we were trying to get the mask from the game master, and that mask had 8 on it.
Which Maz has the mask, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And then, as using the clause of that spell, Raise Dead, the game master says, "I think it is about my time." And he looks up at Az and hands his mask to Az. And says,
She had it already. It was on the floor because he would been up on the
oh,
ceiling.
"Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, cool."
She
He
is not
says-
giving it back to him.
He looks at Az and he says, "You keep that." And then he produces a dagger and stabs himself in the stomach. And
I did
He go-
not just burn a spell slot for this mofo.
he goes limp.
No, spare the dying.
She just
This
stands
man.
there a second, mask body.
Spare the dying, and then he's going to med slap him.
Got a powerful cleric in the group. Do you think this guy's dying that easy?
No, I don't actually.
Brahmanar also has Revivify.
As you cast Spare the Dying, Az kicks him because she knows it won't do anything. Just you, bitch.
Yeah, spare the dying, and then Connor med slaps him back to the living.
All right.
And he just stares at him. It's just like, screw you. You ain't
takes-
dying.
He takes another breath and he says, "One more time, and I will kill all of you. Let me die."
Nice try. And she hoists him up because he's still attached to her, and she's got him so his wrists are like above his head, and it's just, I didn't spend those 10 years doing what I did. And then get shot back here for you to be so petty. To die. Right here.
Then we'll cast Suggestion on him. And her suggestion will be, "You will tell us everything you know."
What's the save on that?
Wisdom 17.
But he also has 4 levels of exhaustion, which means that he has disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Because that was a nat 20. And yeah, he saves. He looks at you and he says, "I know nothing."
Connor's just gonna
That's
look
kind
at
of-
him anyway, and just gonna be like, "Listen, I don't care what the hell that you want to do. All I know is this. Number 5, twice so far, has actually pretty much said that he's gonna kill us. He said it to her, pointing to Az. The first day that we
Don't
actually
worry.
all met. And something about her remembering crap. And he said it to me a couple of days ago. Before we got here. Because
Here's a
I
question.
know too much.
Has a question.
Sure.
Can she knock him unconscious without killing him?
Sure.
Cool. She's going to bash his face into her shield to knock him out and then throw him over her shoulder.
Sure, I'll let you have that. While you do that, I want you to roll. I want you to give me a deja vu die.
Ooh. Even.
That was a 12. You remember as that when you fought this particular mask holder, that you remember that fight being a lot easier than it should have been. You remember fighting him and thinking to yourself like he should be massacring us. And it seems like he's letting us do this to him.
Great. She thinks that. She still slings his unconscious body over her shoulder, looks to the others.
Romana was about to talk to him.
Connor
She
was
sees
talking
Romanor
to
kinda
him.
like, and she's like,
Ah,
you can talk to him later. We get out of here, we make camp, we make sure he can't get away.
if he sleeps, he's gonna be stronger. You know that, right?
How long does the effects from that resurrection spell last? Because that, like,
It's every long rest.
4
they'll lose it.
exhaustions, 4 levels of exhaustion. He removes 1 every single time.
on a
he
long
rests.
rest, so he'll still have 3 levels of exhaustion when he wakes up anyway. She just kind of tilts her head and is like, I'm not particularly versed in magic, except for what minor things I have. I've been around her long enough to know that that spell, nasty. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. So, we get out of here, and we figure this out anywhere else.
So, I can create a cloud of darkness. I know what you're saying. It's not going to do much, but it will move with me. So it will obscure us as we move. And I can create a minor illusion to distract them at some point. If we can come up with an idea of what it might be, it might help. It won't be very large, or it could be a sound.
Whatever it is, was shooting us from a very, very far distance. Much farther than a normal longbow or anything can shoot.
Mm.
But anyway, as everybody's talking, Connor, the door was still open, right? From when Romanor kind of touched it last? Connor
Yes.
decides to do it stupid.
Of course he
He
does.
kinda-
He does a lot of those.
Yes, yes, he does.
Quick question, Saquon.
Yeah.
Forward, whatever you want to go by.
Old names.
Romanor can lift and carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Can he pull this door off the hinges and use it as a shield for the
Give me
time
a-
being?
Give me a strength check. That's a solid stone door.
Yeah. He can also push drag and lift 960 pounds. So if you want to
That's a
factor
solid-
that in.
That's a solid stone door that's about 15, 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
Definitely more than that.
Just reaching for whatever I can have, okay?
yeah.
So for the record, Connor
it a
just
strength
puts his
check?
hand out the
Yeah.
door.
Take guidance. Take a d4.
22.
Take that door. That is your door. That door is
Plus 2, 24.
that is your door. That is your bitch. You take that thing and you stab your arm
Romanor-
through it.
Romanor just reaches to either side of the door. I don't know if this is stupid, but we're gonna try it. And he just rips it out of the hinges and just starts walking out of the room with it.
That's a lot better than my idea. I was with my hand out in the opening
That
to see
works.
if I got
Yeah.
shot at. That works
So
better.
Az comes up close right behind Romanor and just stays guarded by door.
Yeah, Ven's gonna get behind her, and then she will, as they move out, she will cast minor illusion of a 5-foot version of her running in the opposite direction they're moving.
Honor, you hear footsteps behind all of
Opposite direction of the giant moving door?
Yeah. It's
How far behind us?
about 40 feet.
Only Connor?
Yes.
Yeah, Ramonor just made a lot of sound. That's a big door to rip off hinges.
You're lucky I rolled so low.
Toll the Dead at wherever that sound was.
What is Toll the Dead?
The cantrip.
Because I'm pretty sure the moment that he hears it, he'd turn and be able to see it, right?
I don't think so. No, you can't. You just hear it.
Oh, really? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Simple. So I changed it. Instead of Toll,
Uh-huh.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame? Okay. Let me see here. Did you put it into our chat?
Mm-hmm.
1 second, I don't have our chat up. Listen, I love you guys, but sometimes this chat just goes crazy.
Hey. The chat is mainly used just to show you our roles and what spells we're using.
Your chat scares me.
The other chats should scare you.
Twisted rolls. You said you're doing that.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. That does not hit. You're not hitting with that. That's
Do we now
a
know
dex
that there's
save.
something approaching because he's throwing things?
Yes. He's throwing things at things. Yeah, he's trying to catch things on fire. You know there's something.
If I turn around, do I see what's coming at us?
Nope.
Is it like hidden behind something, or like we can hear something but we cannot see it?
You can hear something, but you cannot see it.
Can I make a perception check just to see like if it's obscured or invisible?
Go ahead, make a perception check for me.
Because that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. 21.
21. You notice that something is invisible.
I was actually about to do this anyway.
That's what I wanted to know before we did anything else.
Sir, what about that?
You see
That's disrespectful.
You see a fox with 2 tails that is white, red, and blue.
Is this the same one from...
That has a scarf tied around its neck. On 4 legs, it stands 5 feet tall.
Does he tell us anything?
It looks at you, and I need Connor to make a wisdom saving throw.
Does Connor say anything before the save?
Connor's just like, there's a fox. And he would point to it and he'd still do it. And I net won that. Yes.
No!
That is beautiful.
And the cleric crit fails a wisdom save.
The fox peers deep into your soul, and Connor, you feel compelled to tell nothing but the truth. Who are you, and why do you hunt my master?
I'm Connor. And first of all, we're hunting him because we were asked to get the mask of the GameMaster. And secondly, we are actually trying to find out what exactly is happening. He was dead when he came in, and I brought him back.
He looks at the GameMaster and he says, "That's not my master." And what's your question?
Can we hear the fox talking, or is this mental to Connor and we can only hear his side?
You can only hear his side.
Can Az attempt to shoot the fox because Connor pointed, but I mean that would be disadvantage because invisible still.
That would be disadvantage, yeah.
Which, at disadvantage, I'll use steady aim, so it's a flat roll.
Sure.
And she's going to pull out her bow and attempt. 22 to hit.
A 22 hits. You deal 7 piercing damage, and I roll just in case you hit. It does not hit. He drops his wolf's cloak, and you can see a 5 foot On standing on all fours, you can see a 5-foot fox with two tails that is colored blue, red, and white. That has a scarf around its neck, staring at you
Cool.
guys.
She's got like the freaking game master still over her shoulder as she's aiming this bow, and just conceding
Connor,
off.
regardless of what, he just goes, so wait, he's not your master, then who is?
He looks at you and he says, "I guess you'll have to find out." And then he grows to 8 feet on all four legs.
Can I shoot again?
Sure.
Are there,
Now I
are there
don't have
buildings?
disadvantage because
Are there-
The only building you see is the building that you just came out of. That's behind the Coliseum, which is also made of stone. And then on the other side, you find a river and a large mountain range.
So like the Colosseum was based on. I thought that was in like the middle of the city.
The Coliseum is actually at the edge of the city. Right?
No, it was at the edge of
Okay.
the city. This is just out. This is just around the corner from it.
Okay. Or
20 to hit.
Any hits?
Cool. She lets loose a second arrow.
Cool. And it
Yes.
digs into one of its arms, and it just bites it and snatches it out, and it says, in your mind, as it says, "I don't know if you want this just yet." And then, as I need you to make a wisdom saving throw from the fox, then I would say you're about 40 feet from the fox.
19.
19. That is good. You sense something tugging on your heart, something that wants you, that makes you want to spill your guts, but you hold back.
She takes one look at it. No. And sets her bow, hoists the guy over her shoulder, and pulls out her sword. 'Cause
Ramanor.
no impulse control.
Ramanor's gonna try and like set the door down and like maneuver so he's facing the situation with
Sure.
his back holding up the door, like
Okay.
leaned against him.
That's fine.
Okay.
Then,
Uh,
sorry, go ahead.
Can he? He's going to present. He's gonna like pull his symbol from his neck and present it out. And he's going to hope this is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend. And he's going to use his channel divinity.
It is not.
Damn. And there goes that for the day. For a
Also,
short
for you
rest.
guys, just so you know, for people watching, this is a stat block you could get on by being one of our Twisted patrons. I created the stat block myself to challenge our Twisted players because you know they're strong. So yes,
Cool. So then is going to cast Spike Growth behind the fox.
okay,
A 20-foot radius behind it. And she can cast it for 150 feet, so she's got plenty of range. And then haste 3 Eldritch Blasts with it. And
Ford, challenge them. Us. Slaughter it instantly.
23 hit.
what'd you say?
23 hit.
23 does hit. Yep.
Okay, so 6 plus 9.
Okay.
Uh,
15.
does 19 hit?
19 hits. Yeah.
Okay, 4 plus 9.
Okay. 13.
27 hit?
27 hits. Yeah.
Okay, so
10.
1 plus 9.
10.
And because she's using, make sure I get the name of it right. It's one of her Eldritch invocations. She's using Repelling Blast. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you push the creature up to 10 feet away in a straight line. So every time she shoves it, hits it with an Eldritch Blast, she is shoving it on top of the Spike Growth.
Sure.
So every 5 feet it moves on Spike Growth. It takes another. Hold on. 5 damage. 10. I'm sorry. It takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. So It's a 20-foot radius. It would have pushed it through the entire 20 feet. So that's 2d4 times 4. So 2 times 4 is
8d4.
8d4.
8d4. Yeah, okay.
The downfall of many a D&D nerd.
So another 15 damage.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Let's give him a round of applause for all that damage he pulled out in one turn.
How much was that total? I didn't do.
I think that was about 46, somewhere around there.
6, 10,
15, 25,
11.
30.
You get extra damage from.
Yeah, so she gets her charisma modifier, which is +5, and then +4 bludgeoning because of her gen patron.
So that's what?
11.
On each Eldritch Blast.
Oh no, I
38.
over budgeted. It's like, yeah.
15. Plus 15, so how much extra bludgeoning?
38 plus 15.
So an extra 12 bludgeoning.
So that's 27 plus whatever. the
38
numbers
plus
that are
27, that it is 65 total damage.
65 total
65 total damage in one turn.
Damage. Yeah, that's not good for you guys. Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a turn. So.
All right, cool. It looks at you and it says, "Well, if you want this fight," and it turns and stands on its hind
God
legs.
damn it all.
And as it does so, you guys notice it go from looking more like a fox and to looking like that fox-like humanoid that Az saw back in the city.
Do it! I can do it!
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes!
Since you wanted to enter into combat with this thing.
You threw a monster.
That was
Right in
a
our
nat
face.
20 initiative roll, guys.
10.
I was gonna say,
Fun.
would Connor be able to use his
So.
Gift of Alacrity?
Vigilant Blessing
To do what?
to get advantage on the initiative roll?
Sure.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's.
That is the lowest initiative she has rolled all
Oh,
campaign.
You are lucky you had that.
Okay, cool. So
So that's a 25 for Venthana, 23 for Connor, 13 for Az, and 10 for Ramanar.
okay. The fox is up first. I nat 20'd. So go from there.
Well, what's its plus the dex? Well, or like what's the total number?
Well, I guess that's true. Nat 20, so it'd be 22. So no.
So then Ven and Connor go before.
Sure. Go ahead.
And
Ven.
then it Az and then Ramanar.
Okay. So before that, since Ven got a hit off, we'll call that your first turn, Ven. And then Connor, you're up.
Okay. Connor. What is Connor gonna do? This is gonna be fun. Where's the damn book? Okay.
Wow. Maybe I didn't make this creature strong enough. We'll find out.
At this point, Connor's just gonna cast Toll the Dead. It needs to make a Wiz save of 16.
It was.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, it beats. I rolled a 13 plus 3.
Of course you did. Of course. From there, because cantrip, might as well. Spiritual weapon right above its head.
Okay.
But I will do it at. I gotta see what level spell slots I actually have left. We'll do it at level 4.
Okay. 26 does hit.
So that is 13 damage.
All right, cool. You swipe down at it after being freshly hit from all of those eldritch blasts, and you can see that his body is already starting to show a little wear and tear. And then he looks at all of you, and he closes his eyes. And then he opens his mouth, and then I need everyone except Ven to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ramanor's holding up the big door.
Are you kidding me?
Make it with advantage, then, Ramnor.
Advantage?
Yeah, sure. Well, wait. You're holding a door. Yeah,
Yeah,
disadvantage.
I've got the door against my
Disadvantage.
back.
Disadvantage. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. 18 and 8 and a 9.
Apparently,
That
Oh!
was a nat 20.
You got it wrong. No. Ah.
Is this a spell?
It is a spell, but it's an ability. So
Damn.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Is it still casting?
He's running it as an ability, so not necessarily casting.
it's a fox. It doesn't have like hands to do
Well,
somatic
it's a
components.
It's a
It could be a
humanoid.
verbal spell, or
It's a humanoid now.
yeah.
Az is just gonna roll terrible today, apparently.
Did Az and Connor switch places?
Apparently.
So, Az and Romanor, you take 31 points of fire damage. You take half of that, David, as a fireball epicenters in between you three.
I'm still missing HP from the fight last time.
And as he
She's
does
not looking
that,
too great.
he looks again at you guys and says, "Are you sure that you want to continue?"
Your pelt. Looks expensive, and I want it.
All right. Since you responded to what he said, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, hooray. He has no impulse control.
Nope.
Ah, same as my
You-
dex. Save.
12. Sorry, 11.
You are frozen for 2 rounds of combat.
Is
You
this
cannot.
a charm or frightened effect?
No. This is his true speak ability. Ability says if someone were to respond to what he says, they make a wisdom saving throw, and if they can't, they are immobilized for 2 rounds.
Hate this.
Um,
Yes, more emotional turmoil for Az. You've hit major trauma point. Let's go.
and then, as a bonus action, you hear him cry out, almost in pain. And okay, cool. He'll gain 10 HP back. Isn't a lot with however much damage you guys are fucking doing. And then let me roll a percentage die here real quick. That's a 10. Cool. All right. You guys hear barking behind you. Connor, you notice that there's about 3 blink dogs that have shown up behind you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Ramanar, smack him with the door.
They are blink dogs, so be careful.
How close are they?
They are currently about 30 feet away. And with that, we'll go to our next person, and if I am correct, that would be Ramanor.
Cool. Can Ramanor take the door? So he's gonna turn around, grab the door,
Sure.
spin, and push it towards the wolf. Or not the wolf, the fox guy.
Sure, yeah.
And hopefully make it land on top of him.
Okay, give me an attack with advantage. That thing is huge.
So
Actually,
is
no.
this-
Actually, no.
so-
I'll make him make a deck save. How's that sound? Since it's technically an AOE attack, okay?
Yes.
I'll make him make a
What
deck
is your
save.
DC you're setting for?
What's your strength modifier?
Modifier
Yeah,
+3.
+3. Okay, it's 18. He gets disadvantage because he's in those spikes.
Yeah, it's rough terrain.
You said I said 18. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
The first roll that I made was a 19, so good luck. And he fails.
Yes. How much damage you want me to roll?
3d12 plus 5.
Oh, please max out. Please max out just for the lulz.
23.
23 damage. Okay. You take this thing, right on him, kind of like a whack-a-mole, and you see some of the spikes crush underneath the weight of this door, and you're just hulking it up. People are looking at your teammates are looking at you, and they can see your muscles bulging through your armor, and then you're just kind of there. What else are you doing?
Since I'm still holding it, can I apply a smite to that?
Sure. Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, hold on. I need to read some stuff real quick. Is this considered a melee weapon?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, Shaq crashed.
I got it though. I'm back. We're
Okay,
fine.
so third level smite gives me 5d8?
Yeah.
No, wait. Regular smite at first level is 2, so it's 4, but I roll 5 because I have extra damage. Okay, cool. Roll 5d8. Another 23 damage.
That's a lot of damage. Okay.
And I presume that's the only thing he can do with his action since the door is so
Yeah.
gigantic.
Yeah.
Ah, that was amazing. Also, if the fox was anywhere like farther away from the center of the spike growth, I can move him 5 feet with a bludgeoning damage attack.
You can
So-
move deeper into the.
I'm gonna move him towards the center.
Okay, cool. Sweet. As your turn is forfeit, you're up, Ben.
Okay.
Ben definitely
as-
would have heard Connor mention the things behind us.
As technically is before Ramonor because of
Oh, okay.
his
Oh,
his
yeah,
aura thing.
Yeah.
Just so that you know.
How is the fox looking?
The fox is looking kind of hurt.
The fox is currently crushed.
Is it still under the door?
Technically, Ramonor is just holding the door there.
Okay. Aslost's turn.
As you guys look at Az, only you can see Az's eyes just kind of glaze over, and her mouth is like kind of prone to open. It's not like her body has frozen or she's petrified, but for some reason she's just unable to will herself to move.
Ven's going to cast Dispel Magic on her.
Sure.
Does that help?
No.
Well, she said she was going to do it. And then she'll just quicken 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Sounds good to me.
So...
Why do I imagine these Eldritch Blasts are going to come in from one side, push it 10 feet, another side, push it 10 feet the opposite direction, and the other side again, push it back 10 feet.
You have it.
Just moving it through the spike growth.
Right? 26 to hit.
That hits.
So 11.
Yep. Miss.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay. So So just then it's 2d4.
Okay. It
Uh,
takes. How do you want to? How do you want to narrate those attacks? He's not dead yet.
Okay, so she would just been sling an Eldritch Blast, push it this way, and slinging the other ones, and those will, like, I imagine that because the door is in the way, she's trying not to hit Romanor, so it's just like missing, like bouncing off the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Connor, you're up.
Okay. How far away are the blink dogs from us?
They're about 30 feet behind you.
30 feet. Gotcha. How close together are they?
They're about 5 feet apart from each other. There are 3 of them. So from furthest end to the furthest end is 10 feet.
Okay. No, that's not wide enough, damn it all.
I have to say, I love when I can do crazy things like use a giant 20-foot door as a weapon.
You know, listen, we go by the rule of cool, okay? My pride hurts every time, but it is not about me. It's about you guys.
You gotta admit, this is kind of funny.
Oh, it's great. You took a door and you smacked the fucking fox. Like, you not only you
Giant
whack a mole,
fox.
you
And then
whack a mole.
smited him with the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I better see memes about this.
Oh, there probably will be.
I feel like Ramanor is somehow the meme generator of this crew.
Yeah, it's because you're the serotonin bringer, and thus you are a meme. You have the Edgelord sisters, the angry cleric, and the serotonin bean.
Fit my role.
Summon Celestial.
Yeah, I know.
You look so satisfied with yourself.
Okay, cool.
It gets 2 attacks.
Ah, you brought us Hawkeye.
I brought back Hawkeye.
Chat says better than the door hitting you. One of you knows what I mean.
You know, as you do that, Connor, once again, you hear very far up the mountain a creaking of metal. Jesus Christ. A 30 hits, right?
Who?
Connor.
Yeah.
Okay. There's okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Did you?
Okay.
What?
Oh, don't worry. It's going to happen after his turn.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So the angel is going to attack 2 of the 3 blink dogs.
Okay.
22 and 17.
Those both hit.
Okay. So, where is your damage? So 2d6 plus 7. The first one takes 15. The second one takes 17 damage.
Okay, cool. They're both still alive, but yeah, they're hurt. They're hurting. They're limping.
Yeah, and also the spiritual weapon will attack again, which would be also a... I'm guessing 17 misses the fox, right?
17 does miss.
Yeah. Okay, just give it to me now.
Okay, cool. You take 28 points of piercing damage as a blue arrow comes and shoots through your thigh.
28?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that is up to the fox's turn. He howls, and that's a nat 20. He disappears. The fox, every piece of presence of the fox is gone. The fox, the smell, the sound, everything that you would notice and equate with someone being there is no longer there. You look up with your spell having been cast, Connor,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't see this fox either. He's nowhere to be found, as far as you know, at least.
Cool. Okay.
Um, all traces of this fox's existence has disappeared. Um, but you do still see two limping and one pretty healthy blink dog, uh, kind of running towards you guys. They'll take their full movement and get up on Az and grab the game master.
He's tied to her.
Oh, well, they're just trying to get the game master. They're blink dogs. Them bitches can teleport. I don't think they can take people with them though. So
Mhm.
they're just going. They're just going to try and they're trying to yank it from Az. Um, Az,
The rope is still attached to her.
you're still
And to him.
petrified. Yeah, you're still petrified. Um, that doesn't make. So they're like gnawing at this rope, trying to get it off of you, basically. And then we go to Az. Az has to forfeit her. This is the last turn that you have to forfeit. And then we go to Ramanor.
Oh.
The
Big
fox
Ben.
is too cute. You didn't want to hit it anymore. That's why you froze.
No fox anymore.
No, fox is gone. For as far as we know.
As far as you know,
Um,
Fox is gone.
Ramanor's gonna drop the door where the fox was. So if it's still there, have fun with that one. And then he will turn and go after the blink dogs.
Sure.
He will step up to the first one, casting Searing Smite at second level.
Sure.
Cool. He's going to attack it. Whichever one looks the healthiest currently.
Okay, cool. That's the one then furthest in the back.
Okay. Attack with hammer.
That hits.
20 to hit, cool. 7. I'm going to apply a second level smite to this as well.
Yes, sir.
So 3, an extra 48, and 2, 6. So 26 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Ramanor will just come over, look at the strongest one, and these are things that are not supposed to be on this plane of existence. He knows his oath. He knows he has to remove these things, and he just clocks one across the head. With all the radiant damage and the fire damage, it kind of just turns
Its
to
head
ash.
just
It disintegrates.
doesn't exist.
Essentially it disintegrates.
Okay,
Its head
cool.
does not exist.
So Ramanor reaches up and like almost in like what seems to you guys as like he feels dutiful with this. He's like, all right, like this is my job, and he takes it and he puts his hips and back into it and swings at the head of the blink dog. And then the moment his hammer makes contact with the head of this blink dog, it disintegrates as if he Thanos snapped it out of his existence.
And he's going to turn and make his second attack on the next blink dog.
Sounds good.
21
does
to
hit. Yep. That kills it.
8. Well, I have
Yep.
to roll the extra damage anyway, so it's 11 damage. But
Yep.
so that kills it.
Yep.
Cool.
Do the same thing.
He doesn't smite. Well, there is still some radiant damage, but it doesn't like disintegrate. But like
He
it
turns its head into
clearly-
paste.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool. Yeah.
And then I want to make sure I have an ability. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing with it. Okay, no, it doesn't do anything. That's that. Uh, that is Waminor's turn.
All right, cool. Then
Just one blink dog left, and then whatever's in the mountain.
just one blink dog left and something that's shooting from way too far away.
Okay. Are there trees nearby?
You see trees at the base of the mountains on the other side of the lake.
And how far are they away from the base of the mountain?
They would be from the base of the mountain itself.
Yeah.
Well, you are about 400 yards away from the base of the mountain.
Okay. And then buildings will be behind them at this point.
Yes.
Okay. How far away from buildings, not the Coliseum or where they came from, like any other buildings, like the rest of the city?
Oh, okay. The Coliseum kind of takes up its own quarter, so you can see buildings, but it'll take you a couple of seconds to get there if you're trying to walk over there.
Okay. So that would be more than 400 yards?
Ish. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So they're in the middle of the open at this point.
Basically.
Okay. All right. So Ven's going to step up in front of her sister, and so one of the dogs is on her, right?
Yeah, it's trying to gnaw off that rope.
Okay. And she is going to cast Mind Sliver on the Blink Dog, which is a DC Intelligence 17.
Mm-hmm. Failed.
Okay. 9 psychic damage.
You kill it. How do you want to do it?
She's just going to walk up by the scruff of its neck and try to pick up the dog. Leave my sister alone, and then just drive psychic energy through her hand into its brain.
Sounds good.
Kill it.
All right. You guys are completely out of combat now. There is no initiative.
We need to get to cover.
As you feel like you can finally take your first full breath in a couple of seconds, as if something had petrified you.
She just breathes, takes one look at Ven, and Ven knows the look that's on her face and just starts shaking.
As you do that, we're going to break.
Oh.
We will be back, guys, after our. Enjoyed it. We're taking an early break because the rest of this game you will not want to have a breakthrough. I guarantee it. So.
All right.
Okay.
I can't with them. I can't.
How
with
dare
them.
you?
And we are back.
Welcome back to the turmoil.
As you can see, we're all stuffing our faces.
They are
no.
all stuffing their faces.
Agreed.
Shut up, Shaq.
The three of them.
Never. You already know I never do.
All right. We're back. I put our players through a little bit of turmoil, specifically as my beer goes out to you as
Honey, she needs it.
Mm-hmm.
drink responsibly, folks. Don't drink and drive.
You better not be driving and listening to this stream.
Please don't do that. That's not a good idea.
You can drive and listen. You just can't drive and watch.
That's
Yeah.
fair. You never know. We might do some podcasting stuff. I gotta bounce it off the team and see what they think. All right, guys. As you were shaking.
Yeah, As just kind of stood there, looked at Ven, and just started shaking uncontrollably.
Seeing that, Ven will take the GameMaster, like untether the ropes, and then like look to Romanor and just shove him.
Picks him up on his shoulder.
And she's going to pull her sister into a hug and just hold her. And when she stops shaking, she's going to use Minor Illusion to cast a small version in her hand of a puppy named Cass.
Yeah, As stops shaking, but she's just dead quiet, and you can tell she's not okay at all, and just kind of stares at the illusion. And it's the kind of look that is like, this is the only thing grounding me right now, or else.
And she's just stroking her hair. It's okay. Safe.
I'm sorry. I'm hurting you so much.
As this happens, Connor's gonna make sure the fact he's actually steps with close enough to them. That way, even though he's kind of still bleeding, he's not trying to heal himself anytime soon.
Oh yeah, Az also looks beat up.
Yeah, he's going to look to Ven and be like, explain to her that this is meant to help her, because something tells me she's probably gonna smack me later. And he actually goes and he lays his hand onto her, casting. Why do I not actually have screw? Apparently he's not actually gonna touch her. He's just gonna cast a healing word at 3rd level.
Okay.
It's okay. He's just healing you. Don't worry. Keeping you alive.
Barely nods.
Does Ven or Connor look bad?
Ven's fine.
Connor is clearly got his ass beat, but after he uses a healing word, he takes out his amulet that he carries with Emran's symbol, and a dome of twilight expands over everybody. And you also get, as long as you're within range of him, which is 30 feet, you will actually get 11 temporary hit points.
Cool.
So 10 hit points. Okay.
Ven is continuing to help her sister, but she's looking around. Can she see the carriage they had?
The carriage they had.
We didn't park it here.
No, carriage is actually on
Parked
the
it
other
the other
side.
way.
It's on the other side of the town. But Connor does actually say, "Yeah, we need cover because we've been shot at from the very top of the mountain."
So do we go into the city or do we go closer to the mountain?
If we're gonna go into the mountain, we need to heal because I am clearly not able to deal with those hits if we actually get any more.
Romano, can you pick up the door again?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna step over to Connor. put his hand on his shoulder. 20 hit points to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna step over to Az and kind of get low and like face level. Is it all right if I? Oh yeah.
Slightest nod.
All right. He just taps her. One finger. On the nose. 30 hit points.
You just wow, you just
She
booped her for
sneezes.
30. You just
She
booped her for
sneezes.
30 hit points.
I booped her nose and she gets 30 hit points back.
Wow.
Sorry, 35. 35 hit points back.
Jeez.
Oh.
She sneezes.
He boops, takes his hand back. It's gonna be okay. I promise. And he steps back over and looking beat up himself, like he's almost half health. Grabs the door, lifting it on one side so he doesn't like crush his fingers, and then doing like a shimmy so that he can get the other side, and then
Yep, I'll give that to
lifts
you.
it all the way up.
No, yeah, I'll give that to you. No check.
Lifts it all the way up and will position himself so that he's blocking the mountain. And everyone's behind him.
I don't know about you, but we all need rest. I think going to the mountain's a bad idea. I think we make it back to the city.
Okay, so friends, while we're doing that, let's go ahead. If you look at your maps of the world that we've created for Twisted Perceptions, you see, so the city of Orsted, and then the mountain range is just where you start to go up towards that little archipelago there. And then if you're veering off to the east is where the Wary Stronghold would be. So either you can go back down to the Ironwood, you can go east to the Wary Stronghold, and the mountain range is what's behind the city of Orsted, just so we're clear. So what do we do? You have a shocked Az. You have an unconscious GameMaster. What are we gonna do?
Connor
I
would
made
just be like, okay, we are going to keep him tied up for now and go into an inn to spend the night.
Okay, cool. Connor, as you turn around to start leading the group back towards an inn to spend the night, you feel everything rush past you almost. Everything goes dark and you feel your feet on cold marble ground as if your shoes have been snatched off. And you just hear from behind you, "Don't turn around, Connor." Everyone else is gone. It's just you and this familiar voice of Emra behind you. I see you've captured the GameMaster.
Yes.
What do you plan to do? You want to kill him now?
If I planned on killing him, I would have left him to be dead. Because that's how we found him. He was hung. Clearly,
True.
I brought him back because I want to know what the hell is going on.
Listen, you have to know, secret organizations and all that mumbo jumbo, they
Cut the
tend
crap.
not to want to talk.
Cut the crap. I don't care. He was killed by one of yours. He thinks it's 5. So therefore, there is something else going on. So I'm going to find out what it is.
You continue to stare forward, and Imran pops into your periphery, coming into full focus for you. And she says, "You called him one of mine, when really it's you that belongs to me. Just as much as everyone else who worships me. You're my child." And she boops you on the nose. and you disappear.
Wait, what?
Yep, she disappears.
Did you think there was a mask holder? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I was just like, what? Who? What? Why? Huh? He's so confused.
That it was always
It was Imran.
Imran the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just Connor's mind is not processing things properly
Wait,
because of
now I'm confused. What was Imran the whole time?
Emran was behind him the entire time.
Ah,
Just now.
Talking to him.
Hey, I have something going on. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. So
fun fact, Imran has 2 kids. Canonically. Her adopted child and the one she gave birth to with her husband Dorian.
mm-hmm.
And then the pseudo kid that she has because
Pseudo
the
kid.
adopted kid.
Kawori was like, ah, yes, you adopted my sister, so, you're my mom too. She's like, cool. I can vibe with this.
Let's see, what else is there?
Friends, I very much apologize. Full disclosure, my older brother just had a seizure and I need to leave. So I'm going to leave, and we will have to cut today's game short. If we can figure out another time to finish out this, we'll do that. But I need to go.
Yeah,
No problem.
Go.
Go.
Bye.
All right. So, yes. Head out.
See you guys.
Later, Ford.
Take care.
Okay.
And now, or do you guys want to run a random one shot? I'm
Well,
kidding.
guess we could open it to questions for people. If
We
people
could
wanna ask
open it to questions.
Anybody got questions? Otherwise, tonight might be
Tonight will
Yes,
end up being
server
our
lore.
shows. Yes. A lot of server lore, actually.
million.
So.
I'll have questions. Put them in now.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts and prayers out to Saquon and his family, because
Yeah, that's serious.
Speaking from personal experience with the thing, yeah, it could be bad. So, he's in my thoughts now.
also I enjoy the fact that we're all in the wrong colors now.
Yes, that is very true.
It's fine. I just
That's
took a
alright.
look
We're
at
no
this.
longer our characters. We are now
Just
us.
us.
Yes.
These are our true colors. Clearly, David is red.
All of David's suppressed anger.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I am not suppressed anger. I am holy. Oh.
And I am now blue, which I don't know what that means.
You are sad boy.
You know what? You're right.
You are a sad boy. I don't know why Sean is green. And I don't get the gold, but anyway. If you guys don't have questions, I feel like perhaps we just stop here. We'll either stream midweek or just pick this up next week.
We'll
Stay
probably
tuned.
try.
Whatever happens.
It will, whatever happens, we'll keep you guys posted on our social media. For those of you in Discord, in the Whispers Bay Discord and involved in the Twisted Perception section, we'll post it there. We have Instagram and TikTok, so keep us up on there. And as we like to plug at the end of everything, our Patreon. Those of you who want to be involved in our Discord and kind of get the first updates and access to things, link is here and is also on our Instagram to our link tree to Patreon. Levels give you different cool things. Every patron gets Discord. You just kind of get some different extra added things depending on your level. We've got a $3, an $8, and a $12 tier. Those are our shenanigans. Our Discord will give you like first person access to all of us and just direct talking with us about things. And we tend to hop over there after game and just vibe and talk about game. Might get some secret insights when we let things slip, because I am not as IRL smart as Azurus is.
She lies. She's smarter.
We're gonna shut up now. We hang out. Different tiers give you different access to things, such as some of Ford's stat blocks. Saquon stat blocks. He plays a character named Ford in our server, so his stat blocks to map of world NPC suggestions are things. Check it out, but we will keep you guys posted on next stream here on in the Discord, Instagram, and on TikTok, just to let you guys know what's going on. So follow us everywhere, and we'll figure it out.
Later, folks.
I guess.
Bye.
Enjoy your week.